Hey, DirtFarmerJay here from DirtFarmerJay.com. Once in a while you come across a great solution that solves a problem. Well, these are just locks, they look like, but they have a unique feature that you gotta hear about. Stay tuned and I'll tell you all about it. Hey, DirtFarmerJay here from DirtFarmerJay.com. Once in a while you come across a great solution to a set of problems that you have, and that's the case with these locks from Bolt. Now, Bolt is actually an acronym for Breakthrough One Key Lock Technology, and that's a clue to the problem it's solving. I really dislike having to keep track of all the different keys for the different locks I have, whether it's for the receiver hitch or for the trailer hitch security lock or toolboxes, or even a cable lock for tying down, let's say, a motorcycle or an ATV or securing it. What if you could put them all on one key? And that's exactly what Bolt Lock has created. I have a Ford F-150. You've probably seen it a lot in our other videos. We love that truck, and this is the key for that vehicle. Well, with the right order, and you can go right up to their website, specify your vehicle and get the right set of locks that can be keyed one time to the key of your vehicle. Statistically, you're not going to lose this nearly as often as you will other keys. This one you really keep track of. Now you might be asking right away, well, wait a minute, I have a key fob. I don't have one of these. How are you going to key it to this? Well, inside of key fobs is a physical key that is accessible. There's usually a latch type of tab. You can pull that out and use it to key, and we'll show you how to do that in a moment. Now, one of the questions that come up from time to time is when you key all these locks, what happens if you sell the vehicle and now can you rekey them? No, you can't. That's part of the security of why someone else can't just rekey your locks and then make off with your goods. So it'd be best when you sell a vehicle just to sell the locks off with it, give it as a gift. And Bolt Lock has a loyalty program where they make it less expensive for you to replace those locks for the new vehicle that you have. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at rekeying this. We're going to go ahead and open one of these. I'm going to go ahead and do this lock set right here for the off-vehicle coupler lock. And I think what we'll do is also this one right here, the coupler pin lock for our trailer. And we'll key both of those to our truck key, and you can see the process. Here we go. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is get this unboxed. And as you can see, this is designated to work with most Ford, Mercury, and Lincoln. Let's get it open. Okay, so here are all the components for this off-vehicle coupler lock. And instead of assembling this right now, let's just show you how to key this. This lock, it goes on this right here, and what that looks like. So if you open the tab on the end, you're going to see a little tab right here that covers it and a little warning. Don't take this off until you're ready to key, and only use the key around it that you're going to use ongoing. So in that case, what we have right here is my vehicle key. We're going to go ahead and peel that off, and it peels off fairly easily. There we go. And then there's a plug in there that's covering it. We're going to pull that off. Okay, now you can see the lock right here in, exposed. We're going to take this, put this in. We're going to turn it all the way to the right until it stops. I'm going to pull the key back out. Now let's see if it works. There it is. It's now keyed to that key. What a great technology. And we'll do the same thing for the pin that goes with this trailer, but that's how you rekey it. So you can see why that's a compelling difference of this system, why you may want to consider it. Now, let's just talk about the quality of the unit. Sure, you can go to the big box store, you can buy other locks, other brand names, which we'll not mention, but how do these hold up, or what do they look like? Well, we're just starting to use them, but I can tell you my initial impressions are quite favorable. They're heavy duty, they're well clad, I like the way the key fits in it, it feels very solid. And here are some of the things that they offer. Everything from over here, your receiver lock hitch, a cable lock for securing those unusual things like a motorcycle and ATV, that sort of thing. standard padlocks. This is a 2-inch padlock. And then over here, you have a pin that goes for your coupler pin to lock your trailer. And then, of course, what we just unboxed here and showed you being rekeyed, the off-vehicle coupler lock. Now, you can go to boltlock.com and see all the other locks that they make, toolbox replacements and that sort of thing. But let me answer the question, who is BoltLock? Frankly, I hadn't heard of them, crossed paths with them, and found out they're a subsidiary of Strateq. And Strateq is a major supplier of auto security and key systems to the U.S. auto industry. So those locks and things that you use on vehicles that last and last and last, many of those products are from Strateq. So that's their genealogy, who they are. This is the consumer side. And so far, we're very favorably impressed. We think you're going to like what you see when you go and visit it, and like your experience if you purchase them and solve that problem of that big old wad of keys. If you'd like to see how these products install in actual use, check out this video where we install the off-vehicle coupler lock and the coupler pin lock in our own utility trailer. Our initial impressions are very favorable, and we'll come back a year from now and tell you how it's held up. Thanks for joining us today. Until the next time, this is Dirt Farmer Jay from DirtFarmerJay.com.